Hi Sequels friends! So it has been a long time since I've actually done an office walkthrough showing you how I organize stuff, what my office looks like, and I've made a few changes since, oh my gosh, it's probably been a year since I've shown this to you. And I've made a few changes, so I figured I'll take you on a walkthrough, show you what's changed, talk about my teeny tiny office, how I store things, and how I work in this space. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, just keep on watching. Hi Sequels friends, thank you so much for tuning in. It's so wonderful to have you here. Let's get right into it. My name's Heather and I'm a part-time reseller on various online platforms, and I use this YouTube channel to document my reselling journey. So if you've been watching for some time, you may know that I have a teeny tiny little office space. I've measured it out and I believe it's about 9 feet by 9 feet. That's it. Primarily the only space that I use. I do have a couple of totes in the other room, but to be honest with you, I could probably fit all that stuff in these totes. I just haven't gotten around to consolidating. So I have almost 600 units of items on hand right now, and I keep them all in this 9 by 9 office with the teeny tiny little closet. And yeah, you can make it work in a small space. So let's flip around and let me show you what I'm working with. And also, if you have been watching for some time, I'm going to talk about a few of the changes that I've made and some possible changes I may be making in 2022. So this is the room to the office. If you don't know, we do rent. We do live in Asheville, and we're renting basically like, I'd call it a small cottage. I think we're around 900 square feet total. So I've designated just one of the 2 bedrooms for my office, and it works for my daytime job for us running our art business, and it also works for my reselling business. When you first walk in, there's this really small little entryway. It's kind of just a knockout. I do not count this in the square footage because there's nothing really I could do with this space. So here we are. I just have this curtain closed for you since it's later in the evening, so that, you know, my neighbors don't watch me filming videos. Here she is. So let's talk about what you first come into. When you first walk in, I do have Miss Manny Quinn right here. I leave her out, and I usually have something on her, whatever's next to be Photoshop. And one of my favorite pieces I thrifted when I was in Charlotte, this totally 80s cat-tastic gold frame, pink, green. It perfectly matches the colors of my office. I do have it on Facebook Marketplace to sell. It has not sold yet. It may end up staying here. We'll see how it works out. And then I recently added this kind of like little banner. It's made out of leftover jewelry pieces. These are big old leaves that came off of, I don't know, some Goodwill jewelry box. This came out of some Goodwill jewelry box. And these bars are actually glass tube. Because if you don't know, our day job is running a glass art business, and we have a lot of tube pieces and stuff that are basically castaways that can't be used. And I had some gold spray paint out, so I spray painted them. Added some macrame kind of leaves, and I don't know, I just felt like it needed a little bit of height over here, so I put some height over there. As I said, Miss Manny Quinn always sits right here, and I always have my clothing rack right next to her. This is just the standard clothing rack that you get off Amazon. It is nothing fancy at all, but it definitely does the trick. I did earlier this year take out the silver piece and spray paint it gold. I wanted more gold accents in this room. I do have to be honest with you, there is some scratching up top. I did not seal it. I did not poly it to cover that up. And to be honest with you, I probably didn't even wait enough time in between the layers like I should have. So if you're going to do this, do better than me or be like me and, you know, you don't really see it anyway, so who cares? Over here are my stack of totes, as well as one of them hidden on my rolling rack. Everything on the rolling rack is current stuff that needs to be processed and photographed. It's all in my handy dandy spreadsheet. For you guys who watch a lot, you know my spreadsheet. I have it all itemized and listed in there, but they do need to be photographed, so I just kind of shove as much as I can right there to keep it out of my small workspace. These totes were an addition, was it late last year, I think? I originally had just totes in my closet, and then obviously now that I'm getting up to 600 units, I need more than that. So I got these. They are great. They are just snap tops. They do have the thing where you can put like a fabric softener in there. I just never do because all my stuff's polybagged anyways. And then I got these little chalkboard stickers to write the numbers on. Last time you saw this, I think I had a cut up piece of cardboard in here that had the number on it. But I found some chalkboard stickers somewhere and ended up putting those all on. So they are numbered 1 through 5 down there, and this is 10 because 6, 7, 8, and 9 are in the closet. So I don't actually itemize my bags themselves. I used to put item numbers on the individual poly bags that were in the totes, and I quit doing that because I can, first of all, I have 600 items memorized. I know where I got them, when I got them, and relatively how much they cost. That's just me. I can't help but remember that stuff. Usually when I'm looking for something, I can actually even just see through the tote and get an idea of where it's at and how far to dig. But I just found that the item numbers were kind of a waste of time for me since I remembered anything anyways. Here's my workspace section of my office. You saw a recent bulk recap, and these items are actually a bulk item. I got these curtains in a bulk box, and I liked them so much I kept that one and bought another one. They're just from Target. And my desk used to be just this desk, which does have the 3 drawers. Again, this is a desk that I just purchased on Amazon. And again, I did update it with some spray paint. Get this chair out of here so you can see. It has a leg over here. And I updated that with gold spray paint. And then it has the hardware that I updated with gold spray paint and this little bar in between. It's a really pretty desk to have out like this desk is in the open because there are so many open components to it. I do find that it's better to have open legs, stuff raised off the floor when you have a teeny tiny space because it does help make it feel a bit bigger. And again, I just spray painted that with the same spray paint I used on my rolling rack over here. I think I have some footage of that. If I can consolidate it, I'll put it in here so that you can see. This is my big ass monitor. You would have seen last year I got this. My dad was getting rid of one, and so he passed it along to me, and I love it. It's humongous. And the best part is you have 3 screens. So usually whatever I'm doing is here on the SEQUEL screen, and then I keep my handy dandy spreadsheet on the next screen. And then like email and Spotify and stuff I keep on the other screen. And of course that may change depending on how hefty of projects I'm working on to kind of utilize all those screens. I just have a laptop which is hiding under here. And then my Dymo printer, again, since we run a glass art business, we already had a Dymo. We've been selling online with our glass art business since 2008, so that was something we had already invested in. We're talking about possibly investing in another one because my partner does all of his shipping down in the studio, but he comes up here to get his labels, and I print off and do all of that stuff. My new laptop that I got last year, which I'm super excited about. My old laptop couldn't handle hardly doing 2 videos a week. So that's part of why we get 2 videos a week this year was because I got a better computer. And then just a notebook full of stuff to do. I do want to upgrade to this to an iPad soon. That may be something that I'll do this year. And then my handy dandy planner that one of my Sequels BFFs had made for me. Don't you love it? All in Sequels pink and black. So I use that to keep track of my tasks. Just a little Mac keyboard, Mac mouse, and then another macrame coaster. If you're an Exo McKenna fan, you've probably seen her DIY those. That's where I got that idea. And then this is becoming a gallery wall. Before it had just been a couple of pictures, but I've accumulated some more art. And then I've been filming this way with the Sequels icon in the back on the computer. And so I wanted to move this to where you guys could see it better because I'm always changing out my letterboard. I don't know, it's a good way to tell what I'm concerned about or what I need motivation on, because that board usually is like if I'm feeling lazy, I have something that reminds me not to be lazy. This is just motivation for the upcoming new year. Some beautiful art from some Etsy artists, because again, we have been sellers on Etsy since 2008, so we do collect other Etsy artisans. This is an Asheville artisan. This is an awesome plaque that my BFF just gave me for Christmas, and she is a BFF and a Sequels BFF, right, Kelly? Just some more artwork, some keepsakes. Again, since we're glass artists, I have some glass art from us. Whenever Brent's playing, he'll make me little things. This is just a little pendant. I haven't strung it up yet, so I have it there. Beautiful blown glass paperweight that I got in Dillsboro at their really cool eco-friendly glass studio. Some more artwork, some rocks from camping. I actually bought this piece when I was out thrifting at Salvation Army. We do like to find glass, quality glass when we're out thrifting just because it's fun. But I also have a small space, so I have to be conscious about what I get. It's another pendant that Brent had made for me. I don't wear big necklaces a lot, so I end up putting them on display. This desk has suited me so well. I love it. Let me just go over a few things so you can get a better idea of how I'm organizing my small space. I just tucked these under here. They're my thank you cards that I give with Etsy and now eBay, since you can do the thank you card codes. I keep all my tissue paper under here, but I just did a buyout, or I just bought myself some facial cleansers and they gave me all this, so I'll just tuck that under there to reuse it. Top drawers, what'd you expect? Tape that I'm getting to all the time. I have an extra Rolo label here so I don't have to get up. Just batteries, all sorts of stuff you would need. My great taste and thank you stickers. Back here I have some jewelry bags, and this tray is just basically a hodgepodge of crap. These are those labels that I was telling you about for the chalkboard. I have a little chalkboard pencil. I don't know why there's Velcro here, but I have it. I don't use that string really anymore. Taking videos, you know, nail files, hand lotion, chapstick. This second one is, yeah, I got some nail polish hidden in here. My lint roller, this is just for when my hand starts acting up because, you know, I'm old lady, so carpal tunnel I gotta be careful about. My poly bags, and these are leftover. I'm just trying to use the rest of them. They're big bags. And then these are my standard because they're more the Sequels pink color and a little scale. Again, cheapo from Amazon. Actually, pretty much everything in there is from Amazon. And this is my big, I shouldn't even show you, junk drawer of shit that I don't want to deal with. Stuff I need to scan, things I need to return, things I don't know what to do. I feel bad throwing away the boxes. It's just crap. I ended up adding this desk as well. Hey, Furiosa. last year. Again, as you can see, painted it gold, just like with my garbage can, just to give those gold accents to make it a little fun. Hey, Miss Thing, how you doing? So I added this because I needed more space with all this here. I don't really have a lot of space to fold things, package things, and so I use this table for that. What I'm hoping to do in the future is maybe trade this desk out for a desk that will raise and lower so I can stand at it. And then I'll probably just keep this one again as a folding table. I'm just kind of concerned about, I may end up using this under here. I don't know, I'm still deciding, but I would like to possibly get a stand-up desk. I had one before we moved here and I really enjoyed it. So we'll see how that works out. And then also, I bought this desk on Amazon and I do not love it. You put anything on it for 2 seconds and look, it's all nicked and demolished, and I mean, it's like maybe a little over a year old. So I'd like to get something that can handle a little bit more wear and tear. So as I said, that curtain is just closed so that the neighbors can't see us while we're filming. And then here on this side, there is a little, where that knockout is, I just have a plant because it's too cold for him to be outside. So we have a lot of plants and now they're all over the inside of the house because it's too cold for them to be outside. This mirror, which I have still yet to get fixed. My ring light. So these things are just kind of really thin and don't take up a lot of room because you could see there's not really a huge amount of walking space there. This is where I end up putting all of my shoes when I get a shoe box in and I unbox them and I just roll them all out right here in about 2 or 3 rows so I have some walking room. Now, this is not normal. My closet door is perpetually open at the moment because I have so many stinking shoes that I can't really close this door. And I'm actually lucky that this rack is holding up on this door at all. I got a lot of shoes. And then I have a few pairs that don't fit on the rack because I have so many. Just to try to close it a little bit for you guys who haven't seen it before, this was my original gallery wall. Now this is becoming a gallery wall. All I'm saying is I can't put any more things in this room because I'm going to start to feel claustrophobic. Just some more artwork, some more plants, some more glass pieces, some more gifts from my awesome friend. Glass my significant other made, glass pieces I made, fun notes from my niece, and just artwork from other awesome sellers from art shows and Etsy and such. I think you guys can probably tell from my videos I'm a fairly neat freak. When there's a small space and I don't like a lot of clutter, and I'm that type of person who has to clean before I can do anything if there's a lot of clutter. So when some of this sells down, I'll feel a little bit better to be able to close my door. Here's where it all started, in the closet. The original totes, since they're in red, I shoved them in the closet because the other prettier totes over here kind of match my decor, but these do not match at all. So I shoved those suckers in here. They do have the same numbers. Several of them have broken from twisting them and turning them and moving them out of here, but it is what it is. There's some USPS large priority mailboxes back there. There is a steamer back there, my new steamer. I have some extra hangers because sometimes I use those on the clothing rack, but I tend to just leave the wood hangers out, and then like you could see a couple black hangers there. I pull the white ones out like if I just went to the bins and just want everything hung up. And then some purses and stuff are actually stored in these totes, but some of these other ones I've just been leaving like this. I got a couple of home good things and a box of jewelry, some hats. There's a couple other boxes of jewelry down there, some other pre-packaged home good things. This is fairly the same. It's just mostly just all packaging, USPS packaging. These bubble mailers that I use the most, some bubble mailers for jewelry. This is actually the piece to a kebab maker. We sold all the parts. We've already made more than the cost of goods that we bought it. And I probably am going to redonate this piece, but right now I don't know if you could see that well, but it's actually holding my bubble. So that's worked out good. There's more Dymo labels down there, some of my fabric freshener. Back in that corner you can't see, but I stocked up on lint rollers, so they're all crammed back there. And then this has my fabric shaver in it. This has all my shoe cleaning stuff in it and an extra roll of tape. So not only do I have 4 totes worth of stuff, but I also have some home goods, some bags, all of the packaging things beside, all the USPS packaging things are all in there. And then that's just the case for my ring light. It doesn't seem feasible with making videos multiple times a week to actually put my ring light away, so that's why I just leave it here. And then that's just some extra pieces. So for any of you guys thinking about dabbling, part-timer, resell, and just are thinking like, where the heck am I going to put all this stuff? I don't have enough room for this. I can't do this. If you have a room, you have enough room. And again, not all of these things are even necessary for reselling. You can make a space work. Just think about it. Be creative, maximize things. I don't know, I'm really shook. My significant other has been expecting me to come downstairs and take over his studio space. And besides those couple of totes that I have in the dining room, I vow not to do it. In fact, you're going to see in my upcoming goals videos in the new year, I don't want to have as many units as I have right now. I think 500 max is exactly where I want to be. I want to focus more on the quality instead of the quantity. So there you have it, guys. That is a walkthrough of my teeny tiny office. If you guys have any questions, want to know a bit more about anything, would like me to go in depth into more aspects about this, just leave your questions, comments, and everything down below, and that's certainly something that I would be more than happy to work on for you. Other than that, I appreciate you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you found this useful, helpful, informative in any sort of way, feel free to hover over that Sequels pink icon, and you might as well hit that bell notification so that you know every Tuesday and Friday when I upload new videos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you on Friday with some more reselling content. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.